This is Utah's Matthew Joseph Montgomery. He is the RX-7 Group's biggest notorious scammer and profiteer. If you Google his name, you find a bunch of threads talking him out and showing all the times he has lied about his parts conditions and applications, and how he's constantly going after people who call him out on his profiteering, harassing, stalking, attacking them anywhere he can find them. Now, Matt himself personally does not own an RX-7. He's never built an RX-7. He doesn't work on RX-7s. He literally just buys RX-7 parts and then marks it up about 200 to 500%. Now, Matt claims he has a business, but he doesn't actually own a real business. He doesn't have a business name. He's not a registered business. Everything he's doing, he's just selling parts randomly on Marketplace. Now, I left the RX-7 community in 2012 because they're just terrible fucking people. I don't even bother selling anything anymore. Either give it away or throw it away because I hate dealing with the RX-7 community so much. I feel like I'm very clear and honest about this, that I don't want to be their friend and I don't want to know them and I don't give a shit about their drama. But even giving parts away ends up bringing me the drama, like this guy. He ended up getting a hold of me and I ended up working out a time and place for him to come and pick up the parts. We ended up meeting up, and he just spent the whole time going off about how Matt Montgomery had scammed him and his friends, and they hate the guy, and they understand everything I'm talking about. And considering I had called out Matt Montgomery on like a dozen different scams, and people just continuously ignored me, I found this kind of fucking amusing, and so I made a post on my personal Facebook page, which I have to change the name of to hide from all of these fucking trolls like Matt Montgomery and all of his fucking friends, and this is what happened.
Anything until I got my parts, and now I need to find new S5 Turbo 2 rotors.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Like, Matt Montgomery is not sending you parts that you bought because
he wants me to send the fucked up stuff back to him, and he's just gonna refund my money now. But this is kind of a problem for me because I have to deal with this.
Look, okay, like, I had no idea that he's stalking me on my Facebook friends list and that he's got some fake fucking account.
Takahashi?
Yeah. Yeah, I literally hide my fucking name to keep away from this shit from him. Yes, that means my secondary business is Maddox Meadows. I run a tiny little poultry farm and I have a vineyard. I sell wine and I do fucking berries. And yes, I have a little mountain shop. That's what that fucking name means. It's a little mountain shop. That's what the fucking translation is. I have to hide who I am because of the shit he does.
I understand that, but the RX-7 stuff was posted on that account. He screenshotted and pulled from that.
That means that his ass is stalking me. It was made as a fucking, like, for my friends to see. He's not my friend. I don't understand how he even found that fucking account. It's literally my secret account.
Well, like, it's...
So, dude, I didn't do that. I never sent Matt shit. I'm not trying to fuck you over. This is the bullshit Matt's constantly doing to me.
This is fucking irritating.
Like, the post was days ago. I'll put it to private, because...
Just pull whatever this is, please. I didn't want to get involved in this. I was just trying to stay out of this. I tried not even saying anything bad about anyone. And now I'm... Fucking damn it.
I literally didn't even, like, say what your fucking deal was. I just went off on how people are fucking... They know, and he's getting scammed, and fucking no one cares. Fuck it, I didn't post it on the groups. I literally, you could go on the Matt Montgomery thread that I made about him on No Pistons right now, and you'll see that your name is not on there, and I didn't even post any of those screenshots or anything. I didn't make it public.
Pulling that stuff from wherever it is. It's on the internet somewhere if he got it.
It's literally, yeah, the Kobayashi Takahashi, my personal account that I have hid my name from and changed my name so they won't fucking harass me and stalk me. And yes, for a couple of my close friends, I still talk about the RX-7 people, but right, I was happy that I got to send you some parts, and I kind of stoked, that I helped you out, and I was saddened that Matt Montgomery scammed you.
I'm not mad at you, I'm just panicking at the moment, because I have to figure out how to get a drift car ready for this season, and now need to find rotors and a flywheel.
Well, it wasn't my intention to somehow screw you out of your parts because Matt Montgomery's fucking people over.
Fuck. Fuck, dude. Yeah, Matt Montgomery's overpriced. Yeah, he did fuck me on parts for a little bit. but also he was going to make it right in the end. Him and I had talked about this. We just mulled this over yesterday. Me and him just fixed this shit. Oh,
God, the things
God.
people have to go through to fucking work out deals with him and the shit that he
No,
does.
the only reason I was doing this is because he's the only one that has the parts that I need right now. I posted on the groups and everything like that, and he was the only one that had parts. The only fucking one that I could find. I checked old forums, I checked Marketplace, I checked Craigslist, I even checked OfferUp, like looking for parts. It was my last fucking resort, and he's the only one that had it.
God, the shit people have to go through for that. I just, fuck, man. Well,
I have a fucking detonated rotor. I have a fucking rotor that sat in coolant for like 20 years and is pitted the fuck. And he said that he couldn't match the one that was good from another set, so he's going to send me a different set entirely. He's going to mail him the good one back, and he's going to refund my money and send me a good set. And send me a different flywheel. He said he was sorry about it, and he didn't want me to post shit about it. And then something happened, and someone posted shit about it.
He's apparently still stalking my profile, and literally I had to change my name to Takahashi to avoid these RX-7 guys stalking me. And yeah, I mentioned what I gave you some parts and that you got screwed over by him on my own page, and I didn't think that he was going to start using that and screenshot and screwing you over and doing all that type of shit. So
it's all fucked. So, you know, I need to figure some shit out because I need rotors. Yeah. Yeah, just pull that stuff down, please. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, it was on my personal page like days,
you
a
shared
week
a bunch
or
of
so
shit that
ago.
was personal about him, too, that was specific enough to what could have only have been me.
Well, I talked about our transaction, yeah, that to my friends on my page.
And the fucking everything like that. It was just fucked.
Well,
it's fucked.
I specifically left it out of all of the groups and all of the threads and everything. So
another thing that's fucked up too. Now I'm gonna have to deal with Mark being in fucking Rob's ear about this because Mark and Matt are talking.
Mark and Matt are always talking. They've been talking from day one.
And Matt Montgomery. I know you know Mark Hendricks because you fucking hate him, and he doesn't like you either.
Yeah, I know.
That whole drama.
I called him a scammer for doing the same shit that. Hello?
Hey man, sorry, my earbuds are in my pocket and they connected and hung up.
Oh yeah.
I know you hate Mark, and that's fine. I know he hates you, and that's fine. I just like Rob, and he's part of that friend group, and I have to deal with him being around.
I've got no problem with Rob, and I'm sorry that, literally the only thing that...
This is gonna grenade that shit for me.
I don't know how you wouldn't be able to use Pineapple Racing just...
It's not about Pineapple, it's not about all that. It's just every fucking thing. It's all one big friend group. And they all feed off of each other.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I left it. It's a terrible, dramatic nightmare. It's worse than high school hallways. I
them as a resource.
Yeah.
For a little bit, because I'm not going to lie, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with some things.
Oh, well. I had no idea that me posting on my personal wall was going to get these guys...
Your personal shit's supposed to stay personal, but it didn't.
And, like I said, if you go on the forums and look on all the threads I've made about Matt, I specifically never mentioned your name and I never showed a screenshot. And I can't edit that shit, so that's how it is, so...
I mean, if you look at what I sent, you can see the screenshot of it.
Yeah, like I said, I posted a thing going off on, how I hooked you up with some parts and you got screwed by Matt. And like I said, I didn't take that to the threads and I didn't make it public. I kept those fucking screenshots of me and you and stuff and, being like, hooked him up with some things and these fucking got screwed by Matt. And that's the state of the RX-7 community. And I'm glad I fucking left them because, fuck, I've got... everything I've needed, and from none of them helped ever. So I don't know. I hear what you're saying. You need them for something, but fuck, at what cost, man?
Like parts that I can't find anywhere else.
I just
I need a specific 316 Turbo 2 S4 flywheel.
Man, S4s are pretty
specific.
I guess I'm just I'm way out of the loop, I guess. It's been years. I gathered up everything I wanted and I left. I didn't know it was so thirsty out there and that you couldn't find the N318s. Like, I mean,
See,
I
the
guess
316 or 318,
or
like,
N316, yeah.
dude, I never wanted this to fucking happen.
I wasn't thinking 318. Oh, that's a no personal block.
Dude, just,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, man. I'm just fucking freaked the fuck out right now. I'm gonna try to find other rotors and another flywheel and other shit. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of that to go that way. I
Would you
literally.
mind just pulling those pictures down? Pulling all that shit down. I didn't want to get involved in this. I don't hate you. I don't hate anyone in this. I just didn't want this to happen at all.
Sorry about the Mark Hendricks conspiring with Matt, fucking Montgomery shit, and
look, the thing is, Pineapple is going to be wrapping down within the next few years. Obviously, Rob's getting ready to retire. If you had to guess, who the fuck you think is going to take over there?
oh, the only problem, I've never had a problem with Rob. I literally had a problem.
I like Rob. Rob is a godsend.
I've been told by Rob personally that Mark is to take over with Derek, and it's been set up from day one.
Now it's going to grenade that shit. It's just it's not all one little small thing. It's everything piled on top of it.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I didn't know that the truth is such a painful thing for the Rotary community, and that it has been the Achilles heel of my community.
If this was something that wouldn't affect me in the way it will, I wouldn't care. But the fact that I have parts tangled up in the middle of this, and resources tangled up in the middle of this, it's not awesome. I wanted to be left out of this.
Well,
I just didn't want to be, yeah.
I didn't even know I posted your real name anywhere, so my bad to that.
It was specific enough to where I knew it was me.
And yeah, I posted that I took a screenshot of saying I sent you some parts, and I think if anything, I found a home
for those GSLSE rotors. My buddy needed them, or irons. My buddy needed them for his build.
Nice. I'm glad someone could use them. Didn't have to throw them away. They were good parts. Because like I said, I've paid no attention to what's going on. I didn't
charge anything for them. I just, if I got them for free, might as well give them to someone who will use them.
Yeah, like I said, I'm out of the loop with, I didn't know it was so hard to find an S4 turbo flywheel these days. So that shit was kind of a dime a dozen last time I was in the rotary scene. So, yeah, I'm sorry you have to go through what you have to get stuff from like people like Matt and shit, and I'm sorry that they're doing the things they're doing. If I post on my personal wall showing my friends the state of the rotary community,
I gotta call Matt Montgomery and see where he wants this shit sent to. I gotta deal with this other shit. Please just pull that down. I'll call you tomorrow. I'm just freaked the fuck out. I'm wigged out right now, man. I'm not doing well. I'm not mad at you. I just didn't want to deal with this. I didn't want this to happen. It's what I get. It's what I get. Yeah, thank you. I got to deal with this. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. Sorry to call you at 9 o'clock.
Not a problem, man.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye.
So there it is. I gave this guy some fucking free parts, and I tried to help him out, and Matt Montgomery literally scammed him and his friend. Sold him fucking damaged rotors, fucking sold his friend a differential that was supposed to be a Turbo 2 differential that ended up being an NA differential. All these fucking things. I tried to coach him through how to not deal with these people, that let him know that there's other resources and ways about this, that you don't have to get scammed by these fucking profiteers. And it just seems to make them more offended, and they get more butthurt at me, like I'm the one that just screwed them over, when it's their friend Matt and their community that's fucking them over.
And yet they're constantly his apologists, like when he tries to sell a dash that's cracked as not cracked, or when he tries to sell door panels from an S5 as S4 10AE,
or when he tries to sell convertible carpet as S410AE, or when he tries to sell blown out housings like they're good because he doesn't know, or when he tries to sell cracked tail lights and then gets called out on them being cracked and so redoes the ad to say they're cracked, or when he's caught selling S5 or S6 rotors saying they're in perfect condition but then we find out they're damaged, or when he's trying to sell a Pacesetter header as a racing beat knowing better. He makes fake profiles over and over again, and he's the one who got banned from the RX-7 club and places for scamming. And yet still, you all continuously blame me, like I'm the one that's creating his scams, like I'm the one that's doing his shady deals, like it's my fault that all of these people are being screwed over, or like it's my fault he's lying his ass off about what he has for sale. And you come at me like the person calling out the scammer, the person who's not allowing the shitty business to advertise their shitty fucking sales is the problem. That's because you're all the fucking problem. Fuck the RX-7 community.